just this is boxing. This is more interesting.
Gennady, let me ask you this. You were there ringside. You saw Canelo.
Yeah.
Did he look better than what he did in the second fight with you? Does he look like he's improving and getting better?
Marcos, I told you just, every opponent gives you different. Every fight is different. Two fights I had, 2 fights with him. First fight and second fight is different. Just.
So you
think no, I don't feel like more power, more speed. No, he stayed the same.
Golovkin has spent 36 rounds in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, which gives his opinion more weight than most. He argues that Canelo relies on flurries of combinations and flashy knockout attempts rather than true power punches that can break down an elite opponent. For Golovkin, this is not just casual talk but insight gained through direct combat. He has tasted Canelo's best shots and remains convinced that they lack the kind of natural force one would expect from a fighter so widely feared for his strength. His point challenges the popular belief that Canelo is a devastating puncher, instead portraying him as a boxer who relies more on timing and volume than on raw punching power.
Golovkin weighs in as everybody's trying to gauge how this fight is going to play out. They anticipate this fight. They want to know how this fight is going to play out. And Gennady Golovkin gives his 2 cents. As his trainer, Abel has been on social media doing multiple interviews and stating that Terence Crawford is simply too small and he's going to lose, right? And Gennady Golovkin, as Abel Sanchez is saying, that he's going to get knocked out, right? Because it's too much power. Well, but Gennady Golovkin responds, and this is what he had to say, quote, he says, Terence Crawford won't have a problem with Canelo's power because he doesn't have any power. He said, I fought Canelo at 160 and at 68, and I could say he has fast punches, he has fast combinations, but I wouldn't say there were a lot of power there, or power punches, or knockout punches. You saw that. You saw this clean shots that I took and he brought, and there were no results. End quote. So Gennady Golovkin is saying, he hit me with clean shots. You saw him hit me with clean shots. And the results was I didn't go anywhere. Now, I know people will say, well, Gennady Golovkin is naturally bigger than Canelo.
While Gennady Golovkin's former trainer insists that Terence Crawford has no chance against Canelo Alvarez, Golovkin himself does not fully agree with that view. He recognizes Crawford's sharp skills and strategic mindset, which could present real challenges for Canelo, making the fight more competitive than many experts initially assume.
Many still see this as a one-sided beatdown in favor of Canelo Alvarez. Former Golovkin trainer Abel Sanchez, who's been very critical as of lately and said that Canelo will just play with Terence Crawford and by the second half, it'll just be like a sparring session. Sanchez said that Canelo will not only dictate the pace throughout the evening, if Triple G himself couldn't even hurt Canelo, then Crawford's chances are definitely not that great. Sanchez said, quote, Crawford is a great fighter, but that's why weight divisions exist. Neither Bivol could hurt him, nor could my fighter in 2 fights. Triple G's former trainer has also repeatedly emphasized that Crawford should have moved up in weight class a long time ago, and that his jump should have been more gradual and steady, and suggested that skipping divisions will definitely play a role in him potentially losing badly to Canelo Alvarez.
Golovkin's trilogy with Canelo remains one of the most discussed rivalries in modern boxing. The fact that he continues to question Canelo's supposed punching power after all those rounds is telling. His comments carry credibility because they come from a fighter who has endured Canelo's hardest efforts multiple times. When he states that Crawford has the tools to withstand Canelo's offense, it becomes headline material across the boxing community. Fans and analysts debate his words because they cut against the mainstream image of Canelo as a ruthless finisher. Golovkin's perspective reignites questions about how much of Canelo's reputation is based on marketing and how much is built on genuine performance.
Boxing Dr. News. Hey boxing fans, remember the epic Golovkin-Canelo trilogy? Well, get this. GGG once spilled the tea on Canelo's punching power, and it's not what you'd expect. Picture this. 2 legends, 3 fights, and a whole lot of controversy. GGG said Canelo's punches were fast but not knockout material. Can you believe it? He claimed those clean shots brought no result. Now, fast forward to today. GGG's been out of the ring since their last bout, but rumors are swirling about a comeback. Meanwhile, Canelo's gearing up for a massive showdown with Terence Crawford. The big question is, will Canelo prove GGG wrong and land that knockout punch? It's been a while since his last stoppage. The boxing world is buzzing, and we can't wait to see what happens next.